If you come into network marketing as, I'm Pastor Gerold, I am this guy, I've been there, I was a bank manager, I've done this, I'm a white guy, you're not going to make money. But the moment you come and understand, okay, I may be older than Brown, I may have made more money than Brown, Brown may be black, Brown may be brown, Brown may be brown, whatever the case is, but I'm willing to learn. It's about the goal.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us once again for the 7X Growth Podcast. Now, today we are very excited. We have a very special guest with us today. But first of all, my name is Gerold, and my co-host here today on the other side of the couch is Christian Nyembue. And today we're going to be talking to, we call him Dr. Brown.
Yes.
Brown, thank you so much for being with us in the studio today.
Thank you so much, Pastor G.
It's so wonderful finally to have you here. I mean, it's been like, how many times?
We've been talking about this for the longest time, but it's happening. Let's do this.
It's finally happening. It's finally
such
happening.
an honor to be here, Pastor G.
So thank you so much. So today we're going to be talking about all things network marketing and also business. So we're going to be looking at what is network marketing. Brown is a network marketing expert. He has led multiple international teams in his network marketing companies, the different ones that he has been involved in. And he's going to tell us a little bit more about the power of network marketing and also some of the skills that he has learned and how we can apply those skills even in a business situation. So Brown, I want to start with maybe just a very simple, can you maybe introduce yourself, tell us a little bit more about yourself, and then we will, from there, we'll go into the network marketing. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Pastor Gerold. My name is Brown. I'm popularly known in the industry as King B. I've been in this industry now for 17 years and counting.
Wow.
And I went pro for the past 8 years. That's when I decided to drop everything else, and I'm focusing all my energy in network marketing. It's not been easy. You know, one of the things I always tell people when it comes to network marketing and understanding the dynamics of this industry is that a lot of people will see a successful networker and then they will feel that it's easy. So they come in, and within the first 2-3 years, if they don't hit that level of success, chances are they get discouraged and think it's not working. Yeah, because I remember I've quit a couple of times in the industry, especially in the beginning stage.
Wow.
I remember I was with another company for almost 4 years. The first company I started with, Forever Living Products, that company, I was there for 4 years. I didn't have a team.
Wow.
I was only selling products, not understanding that the real money is not in selling products. You need to open up passive income, the kind of income that can come in even when you're not doing anything.
Yes.
So for the first 4 years, I was just me and my wife. I think my wife was my only recruit. And yeah, I wasn't, no progress, no rank smashed. The money I was making is the money I'm making from sales, direct sales. So it is a very beautiful industry, but it takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of discipline. And the honest truth is that one factor that is non-negotiable is you need to get a mentor. Without a mentor, you're not going to go far.
So when did you start in the network? Now you said it has been what, 17 years?
17 years, yes.
So you started in, what's that, is it 2007? 2007
Yes.
that you started. My maths today is
Yeah.
my backwards
2007,
is not.
2007.
Wow, so since 2007. And so what got you started in network? Well, maybe let's start with this. Before we get into what got you started in network marketing or how did you hear about it. But in your definition, because you said something interesting now, that you thought in the beginning that the money is in just doing the selling. And I think most of us, when we think about network marketing, we think about, my only experience is long reach, but we think about the products. Oh, I have to join this network and then I'm selling these products. But it seems like you have a little bit of a better understanding of the holistic definition of what actually network marketing is. So in your experience and your understanding, what is network marketing? Is it just I sell something and I tell you to sell it and then I get commission, or how does that, what is it?
Network marketing, for me, to keep it in a very simplistic mode, we do have different kind of marketing models that distributors or owners of products or services we need to use to get their products or services out there. We've got the traditional avenues, which is the print media, the electronic media, the radios, TVs, billboards, and stuff. Then we've got another one, which is where we come in, where they use word of mouth. Let's say, for instance, you've got a product like this. The company decides, I'm not going to put this on any of those traditional media. I would rather put it on the multi-level, because in network marketing, we do have different models. There are those that are strictly direct sales. You sell, you get a commission. Then there are those ones that are designed in a multifaceted format, whereby you end up, let's say you can even bring 2 people and end up having a team of 100,000 people under you, because it's the power of leveraging. So in a nutshell, network marketing for me is that alternative to the traditional business. You know, whether we're talking the corporate space, whether we're talking the traditional entrepreneurship, network marketing will help you avail you a structure and a system that you can use to circumvent some of the difficulties we have in the traditional space. With network marketing, you don't have to worry about overhead. You don't have to worry about staff. You don't have to worry about paying rent, like so many things are eliminated because they give you a system that is tested and proven. All you need now is to go and scale up on your team. How much do you want? Because network marketing actually gives you that benefit of writing your own check. Yeah, which is one thing we don't get in the traditional space. You can work in a traditional corporate space for 3-4 years on the same salary.
Yes.
In network marketing, it's not possible. So once you find a good company with a good product or a good service, and then you map out a plan, because everything, of course, have to go with your strategies. You need to have a plan. Where do you want to see yourself? If this company has got the capacity to pay $1 million, how do I get there? So you have to come back and break it down to daily activities. What are you doing every day? Like I mentioned in the beginning, mentorship is very important. That's sacrosanct, non-negotiable. And once you mirror those successful leaders in the industry, the next thing is to come back and find out how do their everyday life pan out? What do they do every day? How did they get to where they got? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So once you break it down to every day, you decide, okay, fine. For me to get to the 1 million mark, I'm going to give myself, let's say, for instance, 72 months. Or you can say 24 months. It's up to you, depending on also your capacity, how influential you are in the industry. Do you understand? For somebody like me right now, if I talk about any company, chances are within the first 24 hours, I can build a team of 100. Somebody who is not at my level in the industry, you can talk for the next 1 month, 6 months, and still struggle to build a team of 20. So those dynamics differ. Do you understand?
Yes.
So once you find a company with a product that is relevant, we're still going to come to the product side, but the most important thing is find a product or service that is solving a problem in the society. Then you go and now come down to how many people do I need to talk? Remember, network marketing primarily is all about word of mouth. You need to talk to people. Now with the advent of social media and all these things, it's a lot easier. You can't push network marketing successfully if you don't put what you do out there on those social media pages. So the more you put and talk about 1, 2, 3 products can help you solve 3, 4, 5 problems, chances are people are going to ask you, tell me more. Do you understand?
Yes.
And unfortunately, again, with the social media, people will comment and like more. Let's say I go there and I'm dancing or doing something that has got
Silly,
no
yeah,
content.
exactly.
The moment you start talking serious stuff, few likes are going to come in. Don't get discouraged. They want that consistency. The moment you keep on putting that thing out is embedded in their people's subconscious. One day, the problem you're talking, you bringing solution to, they will see that problem and they remember. I saw something in Brown's page where he's talking about a similar case.
Sure.
Let me go back and talk to him. So there is a lot of discipline, consistency that you need to make success in the industry.
It sounds like there's, because I'm just thinking about, as you're talking, I'm thinking about the term network marketing, right? So because it's I think there's like two levels to it, and maybe because there's a stigma towards the term network marketing, and maybe if there is another level because for the company that owns the product, the method of marketing that they choose, like you said, other than the traditional methods of marketing your business, which can be social media ads, it can be Google ads, it can be billboards, it can be flyers, it can be TV or radio ads. So the method of selling through a network of people is a form of marketing. So the company that owns the product, they are, from their perspective, it's marketing.
Yes.
They're marketing their product.
Yes.
But what's interesting as I'm listening to you is that from the person who is engaged with, like from your side, for example, you are not, even though you are also marketing through a network, but you are engaging as a small business. Like actually you own your own business,
100%.
you know, so maybe it should have been network marketing for the original company, but then for the network, it is actually a network business, or
that's what it is.
Because it's. I think people misunderstand the idea of, and when you are talking, it helps a lot to think about that, because it sounds like a network is people just I'm trying to push something on you, but it's actually no, you run your own business.
I think the communication is it's very important, and then the definition to break that down so that people can understand. As Pastor Gerold was saying, it's a business, and I think the problem with the misunderstanding of this whole network marketing is coming with people who came to the industry at the beginning of it. Like, okay, network marketing, now it's just image of, no, okay, I have to sell the product. And that's all. And this is not my business. But if you make it as a business, you can build something big around that. And then this can be applied to different businesses. Even if your company is not really a network marketing company, but in any business, any entrepreneur can apply the same system. Because if we just think the way we do the business, we have a very big network of people. We organize our own network event. And that's where we meet most of our clients. It's just the difference is just maybe our client don't sign to something.
Well, and they're also not pushing it. Yeah, so it doesn't. That's the interesting thing that you're touching on. That we are jumping a little bit, but we can always come back to that again. But it's like, maybe this is a good question. Do you think network marketing, the strategy for network marketing, is applicable to any business, or are there limits to who can apply that from the business's perspective of, okay, I'm going to implement network marketing. I'm going to start getting my champions together, and they are going to build a network and then sell my services or products like that.
Yeah, no, that's 100%. Every business can apply the model of network, because the truth is that every business have to bring in an element of sales.
Yeah.
Network marketing boils down to sales.
Yes.
You know, I always tell people, my current company, we do have products. I've never gone to anybody and say, Pastor Gerold, I've got this product. It does 1, 2, 3. Buy. No, I don't.
See that, because that is the stigma with network marketing. People, because we hate to be sold to, right?
Yeah.
We know that even when in telesales, we hate it when people sell to us. And I think there's the two major, I think, stigmas to network marketing is, one, it's that irritating sales where it's like, hey, like you just saying, oh, please, this is what it can do for you, because we've experienced that. And maybe that's a different model. And then the other stigma is obviously scam. You know that people think it's a scam. And I think you mentioned it at the business breakfast the other day, that yes, but there's also scams in everything. There's scam in Bitcoin, there's scams in traditional business. It's not, but those are stigmas that we know we have to work around. But sorry, you were saying that, so you don't actually go to people and tell them about your product?
No.
How do you do it?
So basically, the essential thing to understand is there's a term we use in network marketing, which is recruit. Now, when you're building your structure, you recruit people,
Yes.
technically speaking. But that word has got a negative connotation, like you're
Yes.
talking about negative. People don't want to be recruited for anything. You understand? Now, what I do is to create a lifestyle around my business. And this is tying into what you said earlier. Network marketing is a business. And for you to be successful, you need to first and foremost identify that this is a real business. You know, a lot of people, because of how unregulated the industry is, a lot of people treat it like a hobby. They do it when they feel like, they don't do it when they don't feel like. Do you understand? The truth of the matter is that this industry, in a very simplistic format, is like you owning a franchise.
Yeah.
It's a minute model of the original company. Now, the beautiful, and the entry, the capital to start up is very small. Imagine buying a franchise. I remember a couple of years ago, I felt big and I'm like, I need to buy a franchise. And I inquired about chicken licking. Chris, you won't believe that then chicken licking franchise on the drive-through was 5.4 million rands.
And then you still have to pay royalties every
You
year.
have to pay royalties.
You pay for
I
advertisement.
remember, like, we were talking about my previous company where we met. I had another friend of mine who also owns a KFC. And we were talking. I'm like, how much do you make every month after paying your overhead? And after consulting with his books, he told me that on a good month, he can make up to 200,000. A good month. So I'm like, okay, how much did you buy the franchise? And he told me, a couple of millions. Then I'm like, do you realize that in my business that I started with 2,500, I am making what you're making in a month. I do it in a week.
Whoa.
He's like, no, Brown, you're lying. I showed him proof. So network marketing is a business. That is the first point of departure. The moment you treat it like a business, it will give you those reward, those profit, those dividend that you expect from a business. So that's one thing. Like I mentioned, our industry is very unregulated. A lot of people come in and they just tearing and biting, they scratch from wherever they are comfortable with, you know. But there are structures, just like every other business. It's like you being an entrepreneur. You can come in now and say you want to start a salon. You can come in now and say you want to start a restaurant business.
Yeah.
But until you have somebody who have done it, made a success out of restaurant, and tell you, Chris, don't jump in because you've got money and you go to the butchery and buy a lot of meat, you're going to throw away a lot of food. You're going to have so much wastage. So you need somebody who has been there, who have a system. Because you see, one of the things that distinguish from pros and people who just doing network marketing with their brute strength is when you do it with your brute strength, you don't have a replicatable model. So it's important for you to have a system whereby Chris comes in and say, Brown, I'm interested in your industry. I want you to tell me, what do I need to do? How did you get to where you are? You know, I always say to people, and I'm saying this because you're a pastor, it's the grace of God.
Yes.
It's one thing to be humble, but honestly, you can't mentor anybody through grace. They need practical steps of what are you doing? I hear you about grace, but I need you to give me a framework that brought you to where you are. And it's simple. You wake up, you put tasks before you. I remember there was a time when in this other company, growing up, where I said, every day I'm going to talk to 50 people.
Wow.
So I do what we call 10 before 10, which is people I'm going to talk to directly.
This one, like you said it, sorry to cut you. You
no
said
problem.
it that you have to have a leader, and then they lead it like a mentor, and the mentor will tell you what to do based off the vision that you want to get. If you want to make 1 million, this is how I'm going to do. So I want you, while we are answering this question, just to tell us also what you do daily for you to get to you people that you want, or the money that you want to make in a month. Just to put it together so that
all right. So, like I was saying, just like we understood that there are different platforms of you to reach people. You know, that I can talk to you one-on-one. And then there are some people I don't have the privilege of talking one-on-one. Remember, network marketing gives you a global reach where I can, depending on logistics, if it's a physical product, but if it's a service can be downloaded anywhere. Do you understand? So you can actually stay here and recruit somebody in Zambia. I remember in Longreach, I had one of my biggest team in Zambia.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, it was
Massive
very big in
team, and I
Zambia,
didn't know a single one of them until the team grew there and I had to go to Zambia. That's when I met all of them. So now understanding the different places where your market is. Some of them are people you meet on daily basis. Some of them are people who are your followers on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. And then some of them will be people you intentionally decide to meet, because you need to be intentional about this thing. So now understanding those different phases of market, you need different tools to be able to penetrate those markets. So there are so many tools we use in network marketing, like flyers. You can decide to print some flyers. Do you understand? Flyers that is going to be straight to the point, catchy, and not cluttered. You don't have to say this product does 1, 2, 3, 4, 100. No. Even if it does 1,000 things, point out the key ones that will captivate the audience, and then put it there and create that expectation. Put your number, and then you can decide, okay, so like I was saying, I do 10 before 10, whereby I will physically call 10 people before 10 a.m. in the morning, standard practice. Then I will also make sure my flyers, I give it to 50 people every day. Sometimes I will stop in a bus stop, like I will see people going home, there is a long queue. I will stop, put these magnetic strips on my car, on the side of my car, put the hazard, because it's also, you see, the thing with network marketing is that there is a lot of profiling.
Yes.
You can't be talking to somebody about $1 million business when you're looking like 10 rands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And nobody will take you serious.
Yeah.
So
That's
you
a
need,
lot,
you need to be intentional. So I will see, okay, there is a huge crowd here waiting to get the bus going home. Now I'm thinking that's my market. I will quickly stop somewhere, put my magnetic strips about my company, drive somewhere where they will see that this nigga is not a pedestrian. I put the hazard light on and walk across. Greet them nicely, and then please, can I hand this to you? Of course, a lot of them will say no. And that's another factor when it comes to network marketing. Understanding how to get beyond the resistance and the negativities concerning the industry.
So that's like that in any sales, right?
Do you understand? So
It's always there, yeah.
So I stop, I hand out. There are some people you need to inbox on Facebook. And these things, like I'm saying, you have to be intentional. Number one, you need to identify people who are already in the industry. Those are the easiest. You know, we talk about one market. People who already know the industry, they are easy. Not really easier, but at least you know Chris is in the industry. Sometimes you need to check what is he doing right now, check his page to see if he's posting any success, if he's new, if he may be interested in what you have. So you find a way to talk to different people about what you have. How I talk to you, Pastor Gerold, and how I talk to Chris may not be the same. Maybe you are this guy who is already living a middle-class life. I can't come to you and tell you you can make 10,000 rand extra every month. It may not really resonate with you.
No.
But if I come to you and tell you, Pastor Gerold, how would you feel if I show you an opportunity that can help you pay off your bond in the next 1 year? That will excite you.
Exactly.
You meet somebody who is a domestic worker and you're telling them that, how would you feel? Are you open to hearing more of an opportunity that can help you get extra 5,000 rand a month? And you don't have to quit your domestic job. She will definitely be interested.
Yeah.
If you tell the domestic worker of how to buy a Range Rover Sports, she will swear at you because she's not there.
Exactly.
She's in that space where she's thinking of survival, how to get by the day and get to the next day.
The
Do you
frame
understand?
is not the same.
Yeah. So, like we were saying earlier, yes, network marketing is entrepreneurship, because each person's we call ourselves independent distributors. We are not employees of the mother company.
Okay.
So we are independently affiliated to the company, where they structure bonuses, where they say, okay, if you bring anybody, this is what we're going to give you. Some of them have got multi-layered bonuses. Even, let's say I bring in Pastor Gerold. He comes in, I get 10%. So meaning if you join the organization with, let's say, 1,000 rands, Okay, if he joins the organization with 1,000 rands, if the company is saying, Brown, anybody you bring, we give you 10%, that means 100 rands is coming to me. Now, some of them do that referral thing multi-layered, where they say, on the second generation, if Pastor Gerold that I brought in personally go bring somebody else, the company will also give me 5%. Meaning that you come in with 1,000, Pastor Gerold will get 100 rands, I will also get 50 rands, even though I don't know you. Do you understand? And then if you now start selling, so the organization grows on that multi-layered platform. You see,
How
and
deep
before
does
you,
it normally go? Like, if you, from your experience, what is the deepest the layers has gone?
it's infinity. For
Really?
a good
But-
structure, it gives you access to infinity.
How do they structure that? Because every time you give, do you say profit share or say or commission
Bonuses, yeah.
bonuses
Yes.
to another layer, you lose a percentage of the profit, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. I think I know where you're coming with that question. So in network marketing, we do have different bonuses.
Okay.
Referral bonus is standard practice.
Okay.
That one, for everybody you refer who joins the organization, you will get. Sometimes they stop it on the first level, whereby I bring in you, Gerold, they will give me, and that's it. If you bring 1 million people, I don't get referral bonus from them. But I do benefit from them with other bonuses.
Okay.
So we do have referral bonus. If it's a company that is using, so we do have also different models that the company is using to structure our pay. Do you understand? The best one I always tell people is a binary system. A binary system is where you build on two legs. So let's say I bring Chris. I will put you here on my left leg, irrespective of what package you come in. Then I also bring Chris, I'll put him on my right team. Now I can only build on those two legs. So let's say I bring in Moses. I can't put Moses directly under me on the third leg, no. I am now forced to put Moses either under Chris or directly under you somewhere.
Okay.
But he's still my first generation. But I can only push everybody I bring on that two structures.
So you are also helping them also by putting.
Yes, that's the beautiful thing with the binary system.
Okay.
Because if I put Moses under you, automatically Moses becomes part of your structure. Whatever Moses does with his people, you will also benefit. I will ultimately benefit. So there are different structures. We do have a board system. We do have the binary system. We do have the matrix model. We do have so many different models. But these models, at the end of there are some models, because I'm pro. My influence, my name is a brand on its own. So there are some models that will help me make a lot of money. But I may be the only one making money on that system.
Okay.
Then there are some models that are symbiotic, whereby for me to make money, my team need to make money first. If my team is not making money, I can't make money. So, and that's why I say the binary system is the best. Because first you need to go pull your team up, give them what they need for you to get what you want.
Yeah, that's good.
Do you understand? So you don't get those recruit and dump, where I just ask you to come in, you come in, I give you there, I don't give you support. So binary system forces you to support and train your team.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, the damage is done when with that where you're saying I recruit you and then I just dump you, and then people are left on their own. They don't have mentors. They don't know what they're doing, and then it doesn't work. And then they're like, "Oh, this thing is a scam."
Because they don't know what to do, and then
Exactly.
what's
So and
next?
then obviously it's going to seem like a scam because I paid money and now I'm not making my money.
That's true.
So I'm not even making back what I gave you.
That's true.
So I can understand why a lot of people have burned their fingers in network marketing and why they think it doesn't work or it's a scam or it's it's a waste of time or those kind of things.
Pastor G, there's a question Chris asked about how to make success. When I mentioned mentorship, even at my level, I still have mentors. I do have people that I look up to, people who have made tremendous success. Some of them have not really made success in the area of financial success. They may be like people who I like the way they communicate. Because in our industry, communication skills is paramount. You really can't be a good salesman if you don't know how to communicate. Do you understand? So I'm following some people who are communication experts. They may not really be rich. Do you understand? But in that area of communication, they have got what I need. The way they approach issues, the way they deal with the human element and all those things is what I need. And I follow them and I understand how are they able to diffuse this tension without getting emotionally charged and stuff. Because people management skill is one thing you need in network marketing as well. If you don't have that people skill, like I mentioned, I've got a team of over 50,000 at some stage. Now imagine the pressure. All of them are looking up to you. Most of them have got their numbers and they come to you to solve their problems.
Yeah.
If the product is delayed, they want to know, my leader, why is my product delayed? If there is something that is not going right, maybe bonuses are not paid on time, everybody is coming to you. So that brings us to another component when it comes to success in network marketing. Understand how to raise leaders within your structure.
That's one thing that I was waiting for you to have, like the network marketing and leadership skill development, but also the what you said and the mentorship or the mentors that you need. It's not only a mentor who's directly you're doing business with or you're under or this, but the mentor that you need have to be everywhere, or you have to look for mentors in the place where you want to develop. For example, the skill that you want. If it's communication, look for a mentor in communication. That mentor might not be in network marketer
100%.
things, but you need that skill.
Yes.
So that goes with the also skill development. You have to be intentional to develop the skill that will help you into your business of networking marketing. So I would like you just to try to tell us a little bit about network marketing and leadership development. How to approach it.
All right, sure. All right. So in network marketing, technically, one fundamental language we all use is my leader, my leader, my leader. And
that's where that comes from.
Yeah. So at the base level, we always tell you, once you've got anybody who you bring into a system, you are leading somebody. Do you understand? So it's very important for you to learn basic leadership skills. Now, when it comes to mentorship and coaching, because mentorship, sometimes you may shadow somebody from far, where you join if they've got live seminars, if they've got online meetings and stuff, you pay for those seminars and you join. Sometimes they may have some podcasts, sometimes they may have like online masterclasses and stuff. Do you understand? There are some mentors you may not need to meet face-to-face. There are some that you need to meet face-to-face. There are some that you bring as accountability partners and say, okay, and those now when it comes to accountability partner, it's best if it's people within the industry because they understand the dynamics. Like Pastor Joubert. Pastor Joubert has been my life coach for the longest time. Do you understand? He's not in the industry, but he's got content that I need. Do you understand? Whether it's coming to emotional, everything, mindset development, those things are things that he's helping me with. Even though he's not part of the industry. Do you understand? So there's a wide spectrum of where you can, the most important thing is to identify the skills you need. That's why the conversation in bettering yourself, developing yourself is an ongoing one. You never get to the point where you think you've arrived. Otherwise you see yourself crashing. Because the industry keeps evolving. There are a lot of things I'm learning now with social media that even my son is teaching me. Do you understand? He's not my mentor, he's not my coach. But the honest truth is that you need to evolve. Do you understand? So find somebody who's going to teach you something new that you can use to make your business more efficient at the end of the day. So like I was saying, one of the most important things for you to make success is you can't be everywhere at the same time. Imagine if I have a team of, let's say, 5,000. Now, that team is scattered, some of them in Durban, some of them here in Johannesburg, some of them in Free State, some of them in the Western Cape. And they want me to come and do training and development and presentations for them. You can only do so much. And for you to know that you have a business, that's why I spoke about systems earlier. You need to have a system. Now, you come in and I see Chris is willing to learn. I need to take it upon myself. Even if you've never had it within your plans to have a mentor, you came in to make money. But because I see the qualities in you, it's in my best interest to duplicate myself in you as much as possible so that I can be able to micromanage basically my structure. Do you understand? Whereby, let's say this coming Saturday, people want me in Free State, people want me in Devon. I actually say, oh no, Chris, what are you doing this weekend? Because I know now you do have those presentation skills. Because I know now you understand the business itself, you understand the compensation plan, you understand the product. Now I equip you in the area of logistics and say, no, Chris, here is money for petrol, here is money for your hotel, please go. Even if those people are not in your structure, they understand. Because for you, it's like the more you also use those platforms that are created, the more you hone in on your skills too. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So in network marketing, once you understand, it's not always going to benefit you directly financially. It may benefit you in the area of building up capacity. Do you understand? So yeah, so many dimensions to what we do. But honestly speaking, I believe the negative connotation, especially now with the way the economy is going, a lot of people are looking at network marketing as an escape route. And serious people are coming into our industry. People who are accountants, people who are engineers, people who are IT guys, and they're bringing in all these, developed systems, and I'm seeing a shift whereby those traditional networkers who believe word of mouth, remember, it started as word of mouth. Then social media came. It's no more about word of mouth, but whoever you can reach, find any platform to. Do you understand? So things are growing. But there are some people who are networkers who don't have Facebook. I promise you, they will drop. It doesn't matter how much success you've made before. If you're not evolving to understand how to use TikTok, to understand how to use these new things that are coming every day, it's a case of evolve or dissolve.
How important do you think your personal brand is in network marketing?
Very, very important. Very, very important because your brand is your net worth in the industry is attached to your brand. Do you understand? For me, it's an area that I also need to do more development and also to outsource because, like I'm talking about going pro, it's one of those things where right now I need a brand manager, somebody who can say, no, Brown, I see what you're doing very well, but you can do even way better if I can help you manage your brand.
We can start working after this one.
we must put together brand development workshop for.
Yes, we need to. We
can do that.
The other day we did the first one that I came to.
Yeah.
And the woman was talking about branding. I'm like, this.
I remember.
I saw a lot of things. I'm like, I need to sit down with this woman and organize even my team for us to understand branding.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I remember this one time I was privileged. I was flying to Asia and I was flying business class. And I wore a jacket that is branded with the company I'm working with. And out of curiosity, some lady beside me asked me, I said, what's this? And it gave me an opening because at the end of the day, you need that thing that is going to open up the conversation.
Yes.
Do you understand? That icebreaker. And then we started talking. I promise you, that woman is also sitting in business class. But one thing she said is like, okay, young man, I don't need your industry for myself. But I've got a lot of people I pay black tax for. I've got my cousins, I've got my aunts who every month they depend on me. I love the way you presented this opportunity. Actually, have never had I know this company you're talking about. I've seen it somewhere. But in my understanding, it wasn't anything similar to what you're saying. But now I get the full picture. When I come back, I want us to see it. I want to bring these people, as long as you can promise me that you hold their hand. She actually used that word, hold their hand, mentor them. As I gave her that, I say, I do, as long as they are teachable.
Yes,
because, we say you can take a horse to the stream, but you can't force it to drink.
Yeah.
Success is personal. You need to want it bad enough.
Exactly.
The people who make it in this industry are people who are hungry and who are teachable. A combination of those two factors, you can't go wrong. You being hungry, and you also being open-minded and teachable. Whether you are a doctor, I've worked with generals in the SAPS, SANDF, doctors, engineers, and sometimes you find that those ones, and it ties back to what the Bible said, that those who make it to the kingdom are those who come with that childlike attitude.
Yes.
Those children. So network marketing is like that too. If you come into network marketing as, I'm Pastor Gerold, I am this guy, I've been there, I was a bank manager, I've done this, I'm a white guy, you're not going to make money. You're not going to make money. But the moment you come and understand, okay, I may be older than Brown, I may have made more money than Brown, Brown may be black, Brown may be brown, Brown may be brown, whatever the case is, but I'm willing to learn. It's about the goal. You're not here to look at anybody's face. You're here with a primary target of, I want to push this business for the next 1 year and see if I can be able to clear my credit. There are some people who come into the industry with such goals. Their credit is a mess. They own credit card from African Bank, all these rubbish banks. Okay, forgive me for the rubbish banks.
I think this has to do with all the business.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not hungry enough, or angry, you can use it, to get to your goal, you are not going to succeed.
Yeah.
Because business come with challenges. Business is not for kids who are waiting for the papa to go to work and then come and then make food for them and eat and sleep and wake up tomorrow. Business need you to be in front. Business need you to be a soldier. A soldier is the person who's ready to go to die in the war that he doesn't know the origin and where it started. So I have a question when it comes to personal branding, because here we're talking about network marketing. Network marketing, we know that is the company who's making the product, and then you come to join as an affiliate or a partner for their brand. So when you are branding yourself as a person, like personal branding, do you brand yourself as that company, or you develop your personal brand, your name, your leadership skill, or you as a leader, and then that name that the company can follow? Example, I knew you with another company, but now you are not working with that company. You're working within a different company. So imagine now you built your personal branding based on X company, and then after a few years now you are working with a Y or A company. So what is the good approach when it comes to your personal branding as a network marketer?
All right, now that's a very key one. So I mentioned before the evolution of network marketing. It's an evolving market. It's an evolving industry. The way we are in Africa and the way they do network marketing in Europe and America is not the same. We are not on the same pedestal. So right now, and it's something that I've tried, where I try to project my personal brand as King B, the networker. Honestly speaking, we still have a long way to go when it comes to branding yourself and pushing your personal brand all the way in this industry. You will lose out on opportunities. But, because you see, in America, there are a lot of people who you never hear them talk about a company. Brand people like, I actually say brands like, but these are individuals like Eric Worre, David Imonitie. You will never see these guys talk about any company because they have broken through the what do they call it? Okay, they have broken through to a point whereby their name is well known across the globe. When they say anything, everybody, especially within the general circle or the circle of network marketing generals and captains, do you understand? We know. So they don't need to talk about a company. Now, coming to Africa, now let me show you how it's difficult for you to run all the way as a brand. Let's say the company where we met, Longreach. Long reach came, and long reach was projected as some breath of fresh air. We coming from other companies that had other models and stuff. Now, when long reach came with their model, people were talking about there is this new company, their marketing plan is superb, their product is superb, and. Imagine me coming as King B and want to sell my own brand. Now, a lot of people are beginning to hear about long reach. And some of them are wondering, what is this long reach? But sometimes because you're not so curious, you want to ask people, because now you ask and they start hunting you down with info. When are you joining? When are you joining? Do you understand? You don't ask anything. Now, if I've got two options to say, hey, that is the new opportunity if you want to come to me. A lot of people will be so careful because like Pastor Gerold was saying earlier about the negative connotation to the industry. Our approach and the way we close deals, is not professional, generally speaking. Now, but the moment I go and talk about long reach, you have had long reach somewhere else. He has had long reach somewhere else because that's the catchword. The moment I talk about the same company, because you know me, it's easier for you to say, no, how Brown is also talking about this thing. Tell me more. Do you understand? So our space, we're still going to get there, but we're not there yet.
So how do you now migrate
So
from one to another one in case that you find the
So understanding who you are as a brand, it's like somebody who is an influencer. If you're an influencer on social media, because you spoke about bottled water, doesn't mean that tomorrow you can talk about cosmetic. You don't own those companies. You are there just to promote.
Okay.
You are just there just to give exposure to that product. So one of the things that has stunted the growth of a lot of people is that consciousness of what we people say. For you to be successful in this industry, you need to understand that no company lasts forever. So you will move from company to company as time go on. Now, there are so many factors that inform how and when you move. In our industry, we do have different phases of a company's life cycle, where we do have that taxiing stage. I'm just going to use like an aeroplane for my analogy, where you see an airplane after the passengers have onboarded, it now need to taxi to the runway. Then after taxiing, it now have to do the takeoff. And then that's takeoff, which is a very steep, difficult phase. And then when it reaches plateau where it's cruising, and then so every network marketing goes through those phases. The company that may be the buzzword today, tomorrow the market may get saturated. Because, like I mentioned, they've got life cycles. You cannot want to make money with a company that has hit saturation and now the market is resistant. Do you understand? I don't want to mention any company here because it may be negative exposure for them, but every company goes through that. Do you understand? So once you see, and also even on your bonus, your cash flow, your income will also reflect those things. Imagine you're in a company, your team is growing, but your income is dropping.
Sure.
You need to go back and ask yourself, what is happening here? It may be that the company may not have innovative ways of making inroads because there are so many policies a company owner can bring in place to still make their product very appealing, to still make their distributors very energetic and excited. So when those things are not there, it impacts how far you can go. So at some stage, you need to be like, okay, this one I think has run its course. What else is there? Don't ever be apologetic about partnering with a new company. There are people who are stuck, buried in the graveyard of their last success because they are so scared of partnering. Now people are going to say, yesterday you're talking about, no, those people will not pay your bills. Do what's best for you. And also you need to keep your insight to check what is happening with your team. Because remember, every network marketing company, that's why most people say it's a pyramid scheme. There is nothing wrong with a pyramid structure. Every operational structure in life right now, whether we're talking corporate, whether we're talking religious organizations, they all have the pyramid structure.
Yeah.
The Catholic Church has got one bishop, one pope, so many archbishops and some bishops, and then the congregation.
Yeah.
Corporate space, you find one CEO, couple of managers, and end. Do you understand? So there is nothing wrong. But for you to be successful, let what space you on be, is my team still happy? You may still be making good money, but you need to check, is your team making money at the grassroots? If the grassroots, you can keep them animated, I know everybody's going to win. But the moment you find that the people at the bottom are struggling to move up ranks, they are struggling, they have been here working their behind off, and still they're not doing much.
That goes with your leadership skill of
No.
trying to manage, to try to see. To
Not
check.
most times it has to do with companies. Where is the company?
Or
at
is the company
at this
okay,
moment?
The life
And
stage.
what
The
is
life
the
stage.
management doing to stimulate growth at the
Okay.
grassroots? You know, in network marketing, we do have different things like incentives that companies do organize, travel incentives. Sometimes they organize, okay, top 10 people who do this number of sales, we're going to reward you with this and that. So those are things that stimulates the grassroots, where they will say, we're going to Dubai. If you do 1, 2, 3, you will see people going all out. But unfortunately, sometimes people, owners of companies, do not understand that for you to make money, you need to spend money.
Spend money. Yeah.
So they get comfortable with making money only, forgetting that it's a give and take situation. You take, you give, you take, and you keep that cycle going.
So if you want to move, you have just to have that courage. That's the only thing that you need.
Yeah.
Courage to tell your people
Yes.
that, okay, for now, I've changed because I find that maybe you have to come out with your weight. Your
Remember, you're a
explanation to-
leader. That's where the word leadership comes in. So you need to get your top row generals, you know, and then have that thing, whether it's a Zoom, whether I call them individual and be like, Chris, okay, this is my observation. I've been trying to see if there is any way we can tinker this. How is your income last month? How was it 2 months ago? Do you understand? And then you put those things in perspective and tell them, okay, I think time have come for us to move. Or personally, because you don't own those people. Because you worked with me doesn't mean that you must work with me on the next. So you must strike a nice balance. Don't tell them it's time for us to move. Because now people may be resistant, like, oh, Brown, must I follow you everywhere? You are not my
They
boss.
might still be making
Do you
good
understand?
money.
So sometimes it may be a case of I'm bringing you into confidence about my decisions. I've decided the time have come for me to move based on 1, 2, 3, 4 things. And you may actually go ahead if you found something, that I found something else that I feel with my level of work that I'm putting in here, I'm going to get more results. Do you understand? So tell those front row generals that you're working with, it's their job now to cascade the information down to the rest of the team. And that's how you can move from company to company and still repeat the same feat.
So maybe just this one, for me, it's going to be the last one. The question is, when we are deciding to join a company, you have to be aware of the life stage where that company is.
100.
And then how can you find out? Because you are not in the ecosystem. You are out. How to find out that this is where this company is? It's
Yeah. No, Chris, that's one of the easiest part because every company, before they even go deep, you need to check their profile. You can check these things online, check their digital footprint. Where have they been? How long have they been around? Is there testimonies with regards to their products? You know, so you need to check. So for me to summarize it, there are certain components that you also need to look at. Number one, the best time to start to join a company is when they are still in their infancy. If you are lucky enough to be amongst the pioneers, the ones who will bring the product in the market, all you need is just to be patient, have somewhere else you will sustain yourself, because pioneering is difficult. It's like starting a business. You don't expect to make profit in the first 1 month.
Yeah.
Sometimes you may still be paying your overhead for the next 6 months from your pocket. So the same thing with network marketing. So you join a new company, growth is difficult at the beginning. Very, very difficult. So you need to have a thick skin. You need to make some adjustment in your lifestyle. But if you, so now, number one is to understanding where the company is. Infancy is the best time to join. Then it means that the first class of millionaires that will be raised from that company will be, you will be amongst them. You understand? When the team grows, chances are the bulk of the people will be on your under your structure. Number two, also you need to check the ownership of the company. Who are these guys? Where are they coming in from? Do they understand the industry? Are they product of the industry? Do they have any proven track record of success, either as networkers or as business owners? You need to check that as well. Then you also need to check the most important component, which is the product. What are they bringing? What problem are they solving? We're in the problem-solving space. So, and then when you're talking about the problem they are solving, you also need to look at some component as well. How relevant is this product? Do you understand? You need to find a product, whether it's a service or physical product. You need to make sure that this is a product that is going to come in. Because remember, we sell results. We're selling results at the end of the day. Do you understand? If I talk to you about any of the products that we have in my current company, I'm not going to be talking about the ingredients. No. I will basically be telling you about what this product, either sharing a testimony of proven results or share with you of what this product is capable of doing. Then you need to look at how affordable that product or service is compared to what else is out there in the market. And then uniqueness. I always talk about uniqueness. You can't bring in a product or service under a network marketing structure that you can get outside of the industry. Okay, let me rephrase it. Let's say we're talking about physical products. You can't bring in a product that somebody can go to a retail shop and find a cheaper version. You're not going to go anywhere. You can't bring in a service that somebody can be able to go in the traditional business space and also outsource for cheaper. So uniqueness is very, 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 very important. Even if you find yourself with a service that can be outsourced elsewhere, make sure that yours is coming with more value-added services.
Yes.
Do you understand? So, yeah.
That's very good. So I think in closing, Brown, we can you tell us like number two, just to, and don't have to don't want to keep you long with this one, but so why did you start in the network marketing space? Like, how did you get in? What prompted you to say yes to it? And then what keeps you, because you've been 17 years now, why do you keep doing this?
Okay. It's a very interesting question. Okay, I used to own a boutique. I used to go to China and Turkey and buy clothes and sell. It was a very good business. But the honest truth is that it's the kind of business that when it comes to scaling, it's difficult. When it comes to sustainability, it's also subject to a lot of market factors. Now, I don't want a business that gives me only active income. You see, most traditional businesses, especially where I was employed in the boutique sector, in the fashion industry, is a kind of business whereby if I don't sell, I don't eat. I ended up at a point where I was now fighting with most of my clients because I will come back with new stock. Chris, you will come, immediately you hear that I'm back, you will come, you may not have money, but because of the personal relationship I've built with you, I'll end up giving you this jacket for free. You say, no, I'm going to, not for on credit. You say, I'll pay you end of the month. Pastor Gerold will come see a nice handbag and say, Brown, please, I need this for my wife. I will give him. He say, I will pay you month end. Now, come month end, I will now be the one chasing after you guys. So it brought a lot of strain in my relationships that at a stage I started looking, no, there must be more to life than this. I want a business that you can run on a hands-free mode. You can run on autopilot. And network marketing is one of such. Number one, once you get through the initial phase of pioneering, where you're building the foundation phase, network marketing actually gives you the freedom to fold your hand and go to bed and end. You know, like all these successful people will tell you that you don't have a business until you can earn while you're sleeping.
Exactly. Yeah.
Network marketing gives you that, because once you've built that structure, it's no more about you. It's about your team. Whereby even if I die, I don't wake up tomorrow. As long as I've got an active team that is still pushing, duplicating the same system that I gave them, my family will keep on earning income from their work, even though I'm long gone.
Wow.
So residual income is one thing I didn't have in my traditional space. And when I understood the model of network marketing, that actually I can come in, bring only 2 people and make millions. Pastor Gerold, network marketing raises millionaires every week, every day.
Wow.
No industry does what we do. And the startup capital is the lowest of every other business you can think of. So that's why I'm still here to answer your second question, because why not? I've gotten to that point where I fall in love with the industry. One of the ultimate fulfillment I feel is when I work with somebody and they be like, my leader, I just bought a car. My leader, I just extended my mother's house.
Wow.
I thank you. Thank God for you sharing this opportunity with me.
Wow.
I thank God for the day I said yes. So when you look at those success stories and you look at how many lives you've impacted, it keeps you going. Because there are so many more people that need to hear what you have. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So for me now, it's a lifestyle. I don't even see it as a job or anything. No. It's something that gives me that ongoing fulfillment, being able to impact life every day. You know, this one, edit it out. As a Nigerian, honestly speaking, the connotation around the Nigerian phenomenon is negative, especially here in South Africa, especially. It's not like that in Europe, it's not like that in America. Here in South Africa is one place where we've got Nigerians associated with all kind of criminality. Now, when I see people saying, Brown, my apologies, but before I met you, my perception of Nigerians is, even when I heard your accent, I was scared. But Chief, you are the best human I've met. So this gives me an opportunity to bring in another angle to the narrative about Nigerians. So it's also something that spurs me on, that I'm helping to balance that conversation, where they talk about crime, they talk about drugs, they talk about fraud. They also talk about a King B who is busy empowering people. I've worked with counselors, I've worked with traditional leaders, I've worked with top executives who understand, because like I mentioned, the mentorship part, I also do work with people on the grassroots, where I give them tasks, I evaluate their works, I train them, I tell them what they need to do. And some of those people, if you hear them saying, Brown, I bought like a dining table at home. Simple things. But these are things they never had. I managed to roof my mom's house. I managed to put a ceiling. I managed to buy a TV. I managed to, guys, these testimonies, you cannot back down from a platform that gives you such. Yeah. So you get to a point where it's no more about you. It's about the people.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I think as a leader, the biggest fulfillment or you when you see the impact of your work in other people, that's where that's where the joy is there.
100%.
For example, I'll say about me. This morning, I woke up in the morning. I got a call when I was getting ready to come. Someone who's not here, is in another province of South Africa, that I helped in the process of where she was. She called me, no, okay, thank you so much. I'm signing my contract now for, she got a job.
Wow.
In UK. I'm signing my contract right now with this. Thank you so much for the way you helped me to, I was like, wow. You
can't put a value, you can't put any monetary value
and then
to the
they're
feeling.
like, send me your email. I'm going to send you everything, all the contract, and so that you can see, this kind of things.
Yeah.
Like, that's way you feel like, okay, I've been doing something, because sometimes you can just be busy, but you're just working for yourself.
Not true.
Yeah, you need that. You need that. That powerful why, because even, I mean, money is great. It's a great tool and we can use it for many good things. But eventually, even that is not strong enough to
No, it's
motivate
not.
people.
You get to that point where
Yeah.
it's not what pushes you
So
anymore.
we need that strong why. Even for us in Oxano, that's why we started the companies, because we wanted to help other people.
Yes.
And if you are in that business of saying, I can impact other people's lives, you see the difference you're making.
True.
It's
True.
nothing good.
I've used this industry to take a lot of people off the street. Like they may not be millionaires, but they're not doing any crime anymore. I've used it as a rehabilitation tool
Wow.
to get some people, both male and female. You see, a lot of people believe that their physical beauty can put them in palaces. The honest truth is that those things wane. People, today you are beautiful, tomorrow that beauty may not be there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So once you understand the power of this industry, it's the kind of industry that does not discriminate. You can be disabled, you can be ugly, you can be anything. But this industry is a come one, come all kind of platform. So there are people who are doing drugs, people who are like, Brown, if I stop doing drugs, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
No, come here. There is nothing I'm doing that you can't do. I don't have two heads. Do you understand? There are people who are complaining every day about paying children's school fees. I'm working in this space. No, nothing will change until you change. This is an industry that does not require too much from you. This is an industry you can work from home. You can mix it and match it with what you're already doing.
Yeah.
Whether you are a cashier at ShopRite, Checkers, you can still, during your lunch break, hey, Chomi, there is this product. Use that opportunity instead of gossiping. Use it. And you'll be surprised. We lost a nanny a couple of years ago during Long Reach days. My domestic worker went home, and then I think one of the sisters was asking, what does your boss do for them to give you an increment? Because the moment God blessed me with that company, I also became the ripple effect. I raised her salary. And she's like, hey, I don't know, but I hear them every day talking about Long Reach. And then the aunt is like, oh, they're doing Long Reach. I've heard about Long Reach and. Can you connect me? She connected my wife and they spoke. And then from there, she's coming back on Sunday. She came back with the aunt. Now, the aunt happened to be a socialite in one of the locations in Tembisa. And she came, my wife shared, and she's like, you know what? I know people, I'm in Stockfells, I'm in this society, and. Once I see money end of the month, I'm going to start. I'm going to raise that 2.5. But because of the way she spoke so powerfully, I told my wife, I said, tell her to start now. She will pay you. We will use our money to register her. She can sell the product and pay back the money. Because one of the things I always encourage people, don't sign up people for free. Even if you use your money, put that proviso. I need my money back. If people, you can't make something out of nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that seed principle of you need to sow something, you can't circumvent it.
Yeah.
But the story here is that woman ended up being one of the strongest distributors we had in our network. That woman, through her, we brought in more than 10,000 people in my structure.
Sure.
Remember, I started with the domestic worker.
Did that profit the
Yeah, she fired us. She fired us.
So what happened is she
started.
signed her.
Yes, yeah, we signed her,
And then the aunt's
the aunt under, and then
great.
we helped her build one leg.
Okay.
Remember, it's a binary.
Yeah.
So we're helping her build, then we put the aunt. That woman started making money, and then one day she said, she showed my wife a picture of a two-bedroom small thing in Lesotho that she was putting together. Aibo. My wife is like, say, no, all this money I'm also selling actively, making good profit. A couple of months down the line, she told my wife, you know what, Ceci, end of the month, unfortunately, I have to go home because now I've raised money. I want to... Chief, you can't even argue.
Wow.
It was
amazing,
it's very emotional because she's been with us for a couple of years.
Yeah.
But this empowered her to not only build a house, but also start a spaza shop there at home. That she had to go home to stay with her son and do. Even today, she's still now in the industry doing very well.
Wow.
So yeah,
Sure. That's beautiful. That's amazing because that shows the other side of this. You know, we always hear the negative things, but it's great to talk about the things that are good because everything in life, there's always two sides to the story.
True.
Or like they say, there's three sides because there's we can say there's your side, there's my side, and then there's the truth.
The truth, yeah.
And in order to know the truth, you have to be in it.
Yeah, true.
So
True.
it's beautiful to hear about the inside of what is going on in this, how it can be used. And yes, it's not like you said in the beginning, you're not just going to be successful overnight. It takes hard work, but the what do they call it? The buy-in, the ceiling in order to get in is not that high. And if you're really willing to make a success out of it, like anything in life, I mean, even entrepreneurship, which network marketing is a form of entrepreneurship, the way I see it. It's not, if you're willing to put in the work into it, into business, it's going to be successful.
100%.
But if you're not willing to...
there's something Chris said about when I said hungry, and he added the angry element.
Exactly.
We've got this saying that I'm sick and tired of this situation. Honestly speaking, everybody needs to get to that point of I'm sick and tired.
Yeah.
There is another story of success that I had with one lady from church, very close. And after church, she wasn't feeling well, so I went after church to her house. It's just a room. She had a fridge, and then she's like, Brown, I want to join. She's been saying this for the longest time. I'm like, what is holding you? She said, money. I'm like, have you paid rent for this? And she said, yeah. I said, but you keep on paying rent and not making any progress. It's time for you to take that rent money since you're not having any excess. The landlord is not going to chuck you out for not paying 1 month. But the truth of the matter is that if I show you how, you come in, I'll give you this product. I will show you how to sell the product. You sell the product, you get back that money, pay your rent. But the beautiful thing now, you've got a business that is going to last you for the rest of your life. Now she said, okay, Brown, I already paid. Now I hear what you mean. I wish you said this earlier. So what do I do? I know she wanted me to give her the money, but I refused. I said to her, what is in this fridge? He said, Brown, I don't even have juice. I'm like, okay, let's talk about the fridge. This fridge here is consuming electricity. This fridge, you've got 2-liter water in Fanta bottle. You've got 5-liter bottle in Oros bottle. You've got all these things, and there is nothing meaningful here. It's here humming, chowing electricity, and bringing no income. I want you to do something crazy, and I'm putting this to you. If you don't win, I promise to buy you another fridge. I've got the money, but I want it to come from you. Sell this fridge. Tomorrow, take it to the pawn shop. Sell it, number one. Every day you come back home here and you drink water from the tap, it will be convicting you every day. It will be that voice. You come back, you see that open space that your fridge used to be. You're drinking water from the tap. It will make you not to sleep on yourself. It will constantly remind you that you need to make this work. Because when you join network marketing with money lying around, you never really take it serious.
Yeah.
And that's why I also encourage people when they say, Brown, what is the lowest package? No, don't do lowest package. You need to come in and ask me, Brown, what is the best package that can help me make the most money? I always say network marketing, the packages are like, let's say we go to the basement and say we're driving to Cape Town or Durban, and there is a Rolls Royce, there is a Corolla 1.1, and then there is a Kusheshe. Which one would you choose, Chris? You will choose the car that is going to take you to Cape Town in the most security, most comfort, where you get to Cape Town, your legs are not swollen, your back is not sore. There are those cars that
I join long range with the
biggest package.
biggest package.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
So, number one, that biggest package is going to cost you. It needs to inconvenience you.
Yeah.
If it's not inconveniencing you, you will not see the need to work on it.
And sometimes it's interesting because I also see this even because I'm a pastor. People come to me often for help, and sometimes you see that people are in situations because their pain is not big enough. They don't do anything about it because their pain is not big enough. And sometimes even God will leave us.
Pain is good.
So that we can suffer and so that we can want to change. And it's good what you're saying. Like, people have to buy in. Even in business, we get a lot of people that come to us asking for opportunities or jobs or this or that. And we're like, okay, but what is this going to cost you? Because it will cost us something. Right? Even if I give you a job, it's going to cost me.
100%.
Right? Even if I pay you nothing, it's going to cost me.
100%.
I have to spend time training, facilitate,
And
like
those are
looking
skills
after
you can't take back from them.
Skills we have to teach you. So people have to learn that life, anything that's worth having is going to cost you something.
100%.
And if you're not hungry enough or angry enough or you're not in pain enough, you're not going to do anything about it.
Truth.
And we have seen that even in our business where we have been in situations and we know what we need to do, but we're always too busy to do it until that point where now the pain is so big you can't ignore it anymore. So
it ties into mindset.
Yeah.
When people come in with money lying around, they can join this company, get this product, and leave the product in the house there. I have seen a lot of people who say it's not working, and the product is there.
I still have mine.
Eh?
I still have mine.
Yeah, you see. But Chris, imagine if you use your rent money to join. Those products won't be there. You will be forced to find a way to sell the product.
Because you will be
to recoup the money.
For the rent.
You will knock on doors.
I think my problem was not really the anger to sell the product, but my problem was the choice of the product.
Oh, okay.
Because I chose the product that was not resolving the problem here in South Africa.
But again, that's where also maybe, because remember you came in through somebody else. Now communication is very key because
that's what
you may get this product and realize it's not relevant to your market. Rather, this coffee is relevant. That's where you now decide to escalate with your upline. If your immediate upline is not really clued in or is busy or may not have access to those options, you go to the next one. Because in network marketing, I will leverage off anything you do. So we share that responsibility where you say, Mr. Brown, I've got this product. Can I swap it for this other product?
I didn't know about that.
We do that thing. We do it here. So, yeah.
We need to have a network marketing workshop, masterclass.
Very needed.
We can host
very
it
needed.
Because that can be very good for... And it's
Unless
like, it's not...
So we have to profit on that. So maybe we can join the thing and then...
then we can...
Pastor Gerold,
I want one product here. So imagine like if I can join and then I
Chris,
get the product.
you're not married. If you were married, I was going to give you the coffee.
This one.
No, this one is the one I want to give you. But I can't give you because you're not married.
I can sell it. I can sell it.
How can you sell something you haven't used?
No, it's fine. No, tell to people. I sell so many things.
Okay, no, we'll talk after this. We'll talk after this.
Well, Brown, thank you so much. I think we have to end the episode here. And the next one, we'll talk more about seeing how to implement these things into business, the mindset of a network marketer, because we've been thinking about that a lot. Like, is there ways we can leverage the mindset, the ideas, the skills of network marketing in a traditional business?
100%.
Because ultimately, it's traditional businesses that apply network marketing and create opportunities for other people. True. So there must be ways to do this even at different scales in smaller businesses or medium businesses as well. So in another episode, we can talk about that. But 100%. Thank you so much for sharing.
Pleasure. It's good to have you guys having me here.
Helpful, yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. And to everybody that if you are still listening or watching, contact us. We'll give you something because you are a champion. So please remember to like and subscribe to our pages, social media pages, to our YouTube channel, to our TikTok channel as well, so that you can get more amazing conversations like these where you can learn something for entrepreneurship, for your business, new opportunities that maybe you didn't even know about or you heard about it, but you didn't understand it. So Brown, thank you for your time. Christian, Thank you for your time as well.
Thanks, guys.
This was a really great conversation.
Awesome.
Right, until the next one. Bye.
Bye-bye.